What is reflected light for digital art shading? Imagine walking into a room where the sunlight filters through the window and bounces off the walls, softly illuminating corners that are not directly in the sun's path. That's exactly what reflected light does in digital art shading. It's the light that bounces off surrounding surfaces and subtly lights up areas that are in shadow. This secondary light source is not as bright as the main light but plays a key role in making your artwork look more realistic. When you understand how to use reflected light, your digital paintings gain depth and a natural feel. In digital painting and illustration, when a primary light hits an object, some of that light bounces off nearby surfaces and lands on the shadowed side of the object. This reflected light usually has a different color tone, influenced by the environment or the surfaces around it. For example, if your scene has a blue sky, the reflected light on objects might have a cool blue tint. If it's a warm environment, the reflected light could be warmer, like yellow or orange. This color contrast helps your art feel more alive and integrated into its setting. Reflected light appears mostly in shadowed areas, especially near edges where the object is close to another surface that reflects light. It's softer and less intense than direct light, but it's essential for preventing shadows from looking flat or overly dark. It also helps define the form by revealing subtle details in shadowed parts, making objects look more three-dimensional. When you add reflected light, shadows become more believable and your scene gains a richer sense of space. To simulate reflected light, digital artists often choose shadow colors influenced by ambient or skylight hues. They use layering techniques like clipping masks and blend modes to add subtle effects without overpowering the main shading. Observing real-world lighting helps guide the color and intensity of reflected light in your work. Materials also matter. Shiny or reflective surfaces will show stronger, more defined reflected light compared to matte surfaces. In summary, reflected light is the indirect illumination that bounces from the environment onto shadowed areas. It adds color, depth, and realism to your digital art. Mastering how to incorporate reflected light makes your illustrations more dynamic and visually appealing, capturing how light naturally interacts with the world around us.